Hello friends, we're here today for another video recipe. Actually, it's going to be two recipes. Chicken breast scaloppine with sauteed mushrooms. For the chicken breast, you'll need a pound of chicken breast, 4 sage leaves and the rosemary sprigs tied together, flour, and if you're gluten intolerant, cornstarch, 2 cups milk, about 4 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, salt. For the mushrooms, you'll need about 12 ounces mushrooms thinly sliced, half onion cut in wedges, one garlic clove chopped, and rosemary and mint chopped together. Now use just a couple leaves of mint because it's really overpowering. And again, another couple tablespoons of olive oil and salt. So now we're starting by dredging our chicken breast into flour, making sure that it's evenly coated but not too much floury. Shake off the excess flour, or as we said, if you're gluten intolerant, cornstarch or potato starch for that matter. Hi, and now that all our meat is floured, we switched on the heat, and once the oil gets to temperature, we saute our meat slices in here until they get golden on both sides. We might need to split the sauteing into 2 parts because there's no way this meat's gonna fit in my skillet. So we did what we could. Put the heat on high and pinch of salt. And probably in a minute or so, because the slices are about 1/8 of an inch thick, in a minute or so they'll start getting golden on our bottom side, and we'll flip them over. Just make sure you don't poke the meat, otherwise you'll have a tougher meat. Try not to touch the skillet because that's going to really create some problems. Okay. It's going to get more golden when we turn them on the other side. Another pinch of salt. What I do most of the time, I use some brandy to deglaze the pan, but I don't have any at the moment. I try not to use white wine because it has a weird reaction when I put milk in. The use of milk, it's just because it will keep your chicken breast moist and tender. Here we go. We'll turn them at least once more before we add the milk. And And now that we've sauteed all our meat, we will transfer it all back into the skillet. Spread it out so that all the meat slices are going to be covered by milk. Add your rosemary and sage, milk, and just make sure that your chicken breast is almost covered by milk. Add a little bit more salt. Milk has the tendency of being sweet. And once it starts boiling, you will lower the simmer and possibly put it on a smaller burner. In the meantime, I've switched on heat underneath the mushrooms skillet, which is almost up to temperature. And then we'll bring it over here. Milk will be thickened by flour, so you will have sort of a creamy sauce that will get to your, and switch to your, no. Okay, first thing we'll do, we will saute garlic and onions. Until garlic starts getting golden. And then we will add our mushrooms. Just another couple more seconds. Okay. And here are our mushrooms. Again, pinch of salt. And while your meat cooks, your mushrooms will too. You might want to add a couple tablespoons of broth if you want. I usually don't do it because mushrooms release enough water on their own. And when mushrooms will be ready, you will add the chopped parsley and mint we chopped earlier. And now that our mushrooms are almost ready, we add parsley and mint. Oh boy, this smells good. Oh, onions are done too. Great. Okay. Mushrooms are ready, so is meat. And we're going to switch off everything. And we can put all our meal in the dish. Now this recipe is set for about 4 people. You can freeze it in portions if you want something ready when you come home from work You can take it to work as I usually do. Okay, mushrooms are here. And here is meat. And a little bit of sauce. If you have leftovers, especially of the meat, something I do lots of times is making risotto out of that. It gets amazingly good. Here is our meat and mushrooms. So I hope to see you soon for our next video recipe. Have a great day.